level of around childhood obesity has really been a hot topic lately, but it's something that has affected our children, always affected our children. And I wonder what took us so long to really focus on it as a society, as a community. So I wanted to talk about it. I just wanted us to talk about it because it's something that I dealt with as a child. And I wanted to know, did either of you experience being overweight?
More so now. When I was younger, I was completely opposite. I was the one that was so skinny, so bony that I used to pray to gain weight. Remember the commercial, can you pinch more than an inch? And I used to say, I want to pinch more. I wanted that because I was teased because I was so skinny. So I was on the opposite spectrum of that. So I think that the emotional connection on both sides ranged true, you know, because I was the one that wanted to gain weight while others might have been wanting to lose weight.
Yeah, and you don't really hear about that side of it much, about people really like, you know, that there are two ends of the spectrum. And I personally, unfortunately, didn't get to deal with that end of the spectrum. You know, going through high school, I had some very serious weight fluctuations. And, you know, there were times, there was actually a long time where I didn't really notice it. I felt very comfortable being, you know, I've always been on the curvy side. And so, and I liked that about myself. But, you know, I think I overheard someone say something about it one day, you know, about, you know, me looking different than, you know, one of my friends or something. And I was like, that kind of was the first time I'd ever realized, like, is there something different about me in a bad way? And, you know, that is unfortunate when, you know, you feel like you're in a position where you're being made fun of or something.
Yeah, and I grew up with that. You know, kids can be so brutal sometimes.
Yeah.
And I grew up with that, and you just feel like you're in this place of isolation. But it's funny that you mentioned that you didn't know something was wrong until someone told you that something was wrong. So, but the kids can just really separate you, and you can be in this place where there are people all around you, yet you feel so by yourself because you have the skinny girls, you see the skinny jeans, you see the skinny. Don't eat that. Just you're already fat enough, so put that back down. And it's like there's so many other factors that contribute to people being overweight. So what are some of the possible solutions?
I think healthier fast food places. Can we go through a drive-through and order, other than just, you know, McDonald's with those in the salad, but like a focus point that this is a good, healthy meal that you can get quickly. For a lot of the children, maybe, you know, if their moms are working or parents are working and they have to stop by the McDonald's or the fast food places, you know, it's quick, grab a burger, let's go, and it's contributing. But if they have the same thing I'm thinking, which still helps cater to those people that have to work or maybe doesn't have the time to cook at home, but there's a place you can go get a great, quick, fast meal that is healthier. You know, what's bad now, because a lot of the food is genetically modified and they put so much crap in it anyway. Yeah. That's a whole nother story. And I found out some fruit was genetically modified. So we think we're giving our kids fruit and there's no nutritional value in it. So,
well, you know, it's funny, you were just talking about, like, you know, just creating healthier options. And I think, you know, just being healthy would be a great focus point because, you know, we talk about, like, you know, overweight and underweight and things like that. But if we could just focus on, you know, people are always going to be different shapes and sizes, and there's nothing wrong with being different shapes and sizes. I mean, I have gone up and down in my weight, but I'm always going to be a certain build. People, you know, we're built different ways. So I think if we can just focus on, you know, what is our healthy? What is each individual person's healthy? And then sharing that with our kids. Like, you know, just make healthy choices and then teaching them, be comfortable in your skin and just take care of yourself, you know?
But you know what's bad, though, if you've eaten...
This is a full topic, and we got to talk about our next subject. I know, Sam, I know.
I'm like,
and we got to get a little bit lighter in here. So how about this? So I was sitting at a traffic light. I looked at the car beside me, and I saw a dog. So it's like, okay, it's a dog driving the car. Am I really seeing what I'm seeing? So I was thinking, seems like everywhere I go, I see a pet. You're on the plane, you're in your car, there's a pet there. So all the dogs go to heaven. I haven't seen one in church yet. But you never know. So I'm just
sure
wondering, you know, we take so much care for our pets. We take care of them like our children. Do you think we just take extraordinary? Is it to excess sometimes?
I think dogs more so get a lot of attention with the sweaters and the doggy boutiques and the doggy daycares and the
Yeah.
Me personally, I got children, so I don't have time for a pet. And they want one really bad, but if you can keep your room clean, then you can get one, and they can't. So that's my thing. But it's just too, me personally, and it's just my opinion,
Yeah.
you know, I think it's taken a little bit too far with the kissing and the sleeping in the bed.
Oh yeah,
It's a little bit
and
too
you know,
much
it's
sharing the
funny.
food.
It's funny how you said that, you know, that dogs get so much attention, because I think dogs and cats do, and people will spend so much money on them, and you know, especially when it comes to their health and things like that. And you know, I feel like there's a little prejudice towards dogs and cats, because I personally, when I was a kid, I had a pet hairless rat, and it was my very best friend. But you know, it got sick, and mom and dad were like, "That sucker's out of here." So you know, it wasn't a lot of love for Jezebel, but you know, the dogs got all the love. So
They do get a lot of special attention. But you know, we have to stop for a minute and say thank you to the dogs as well, because we have like seeing eye dogs.
Oh, that's
so we have
true.
service dogs and fire department, and they, you know, the K9 units and all those things.
Yep.
I
So
think they serve a purpose. They're not
They do.
treated like people.
they do. Yeah.
My experience growing up, we always had a dog in the house. But my dog, Tasha, wants to run away one night and not come home. Mind you, there's 4 girls in the house, so we get the speech about running away with a boy because the dog ran away. We got in trouble. Running away with the boy because the dog. Tasha's a dog. Doesn't matter, she's a girl, and she's not.
oh my goodness.
Really? So we got in trouble.
Wow.
That's funny.
I think
Lessons
sometimes-
learned from the
these
dog.
people just-
So did you ever
sometimes it's-
did they ever get to dress the dog?
No, they didn't go that
Didn't go
far.
that far,
But, you
okay.
know, they really, Tasha was a major part of the family, even to the point that when she passed, we had to have another dog to replace her. They haven't had a, you know, time without a dog in the home. So.
I know my mom and my grandmother both dress their dogs. It's
I
it's
kinda think
interesting.
cute. I'm so hypocritical because I kind of think it's cute when I see it sometimes, but I wouldn't spend that time.
yeah.
We have had a great time today. I just want to say that. We have a wonderful time. Want to thank our guest, Ms. Eva Jane Bunkley.
Yes.
Thank you so much for tuning in. Please come back and see us again. It's just us.